I welcome you to yet another video under the Rapid series where we are covering the current affairs, especially for Prelims 2022, in a very concise manner to help you in your preparation. So let's begin with today's video. The UNGA has given observer status on the ISA. So you all know ISA is the International Solar Alliance, and it was proposed by India and France jointly in the COP21 of UNFCCC at Paris in 2015. So this is ISA and presently इसका secretariat गुरुग्राम में है. अभी ये हुआ है कि यूएन जनरल असेंबली ने इसको ऑब्जर्वर स्टेटस दिया है आईएसए को. सो अब इसका क्या बेनिफिट होगा? सो दैट विल प्रोवाइड अ वेल डिफाइंड कोऑपरेशन between the alliance, between this ISA and the UN. So that will provide, so basically there will be better collaboration, better exchange of ideas, better exchange of technologies, and the purpose for which this ISA was established, that is to increase the deployment of solar energy technology. So that purpose will be served in a more effective manner because there will be more effective collaboration now with this observer status. One more thing that comes with the observer status is that now it has a choice to have a permanent office in the UN headquarters. So that is also something that it got because of this observer status now. At present, the secretariat is in Gurugram. So this is the news, and this was the related important things related to it. Then some miscellaneous things. One is Global Gateway. Global Gateway is something which was launched recently by European Commission, and it is basically to finance the global infrastructure project in different countries for the purpose of building infrastructure. So this global gateway thing is is launched by the European Commission to pump in the money, monetary and other assistance in different countries to help them in their infrastructure build-up. And the time period for these investments is 2021 to 2027. And related to this is a BRI concept, that is Belt and Road Initiative, and it is a Chinese infrastructure project. In this, China helps other countries in their infrastructure building by giving the countries the financial aid. And similarly, on that line, European Commission has come out with a global gateway. Of course, the nitty-gritties and the technical details may vary for these two projects, but these are related in the context of infrastructure financing. सेकेंड इज गुड गवर्नेंस इंडेक्स. सो गुड गवर्नेंस इंडेक्स, और इसमें आपको बस इतना जानना है कि इट असेसेस द स्टेट गवर्नेंस. डिफरेंट स्टेट्स को ये असेस करता है, उनको रैंक करता है, उनको स्कोर देता है, और उस स्कोर के बेसिस पे स्टेट्स का रैंकिंग होता है. सो दिस विल असेस द गवर्नेंस लेवल इन डिफरेंट स्टेट्स, and it is a biannual exercise which is carried out by Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. So this was about the Good Governance Index, and this was about Global Gateway, which is for infrastructure financing, launched by European Commission. Next is Common Prosperity. This is again a new term, and this is related to China. China has started this Common Prosperity program, and the purpose is to reduce the economic inequality in the country. So the economic inequality in China has been rising on a very fast pace. To control that, this Common Prosperity program was launched by China. So that much you need to know. So at max, if a question has to be asked, and it will be like Common Prosperity is associated with which country or something on that line. So that you need to know that it is something launched by China. So now that we are studying economic inequality, one related concept is Gini coefficient or Gini index. So it is basically a tool, a metric to understand how unequal the population is in a particular country. Okay, so that is basically a metric, a tool or an index to help measure the inequality. So it ranges from 0 to 1. 0% to 100%. 0 is 0%, 1 is 100%. So if the Gini coefficient is 0, that means it represents perfect equality. And as it becomes more and reaches towards 1, that means it is perfectly unequal. So that is the range of Gini coefficient, and that it helps to compare the different countries, and it helps to compare the country in its absolute terms also in measuring its inequality level. Another concept is the changing wealth nations 2021 report. Changing wealth nations 2021 report is also related to economic inequality, and this report is released by the World Bank. So this is about the news, and these were the related concepts. Next is Gati Shakti. So Gati Shakti, the formal name for this is National Master Plan for Multimodal Connectivity. So as the name suggests, it is basically related to infrastructure, building infrastructure, especially the multimodal connectivity, the roadways, the railways, and extended to almost all the infrastructure related projects. So it is a 100 trillion rupees project, which is called Gati Shakti, which was recently launched by the Prime Minister, and it basically deals with multimodal connectivity. So it is basically digital platform that will help to bring in different ministries which are involved in infrastructure. So sometimes it is roadway, sometimes it is railways, in urban development. So many ministries are involved in building an infrastructure, but there is not sufficient coordination between those ministries. So they are like working in very departmentalized manner. They are working in silos. There is very less of coordination. So to remove that, a digital platform sort of thing will be proposed, will be brought under this, under which almost 16 ministries are brought together, including the railways and roadways. So it is for the integrated planning and coordination and implementation of infrastructure connectivity projects. Basically, it is related to multimodal connectivity, and all the different departments or ministries which are involved, they will be brought together for better coordination. And the entire platform is developed by Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Applications and Geoinformatics, and this is an autonomous scientific society, and this scientific society comes under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this was about Gati Shakti. Next is ONDC. ONDC is the Open Network for Digital Commerce. So it is something again providing a common framework or uh, a common base on which different apps can be built, or different applications can be taken from this common base. So you can have the analogy of unified payment interface. So this UPI is taken to make to build different fintech apps and help in financial inclusion. Similarly, this open network for digital commerce, now it is related to digital commerce. It will provide a common framework on which different applications for digital commerce can be built upon. So it is being built by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, that is DPIIT, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So basically, it will act as a neutral platform that will set the protocols for cataloging, vendor match, and price discovery. So see, all these things which are commonly needed for different commerce websites. So any commerce websites will be their area of operation may be different, their area of expertise may be different. But if it is a commerce website, then it will definitely need all these things. It will need cataloging, vendor match, price discovery, protocols. So a common standard or neutral platform is being provided by this open network for digital commerce to help this industry grow. So an advisory council on ONDC will be constituted by the center. So इसके लिए एक advisory council create की जाएगी that can help to implement and roll out this scheme. Mentor करेगी इस पूरे implementation process में जितने भी officials included हैं, ये advisory council will guide them and will mentor them. So this will be done. Also, एक non-profit unit बनाई जाएगी which will be led by the private sector, and this non-profit unit will be established for the purpose of expediting or fast tracking the whole rollout process, ताकि जो भी ये process है वो जल्दी से implement हो और इसके जो benefits हैं वो digital commerce sectors को मिले जितनी जल्दी हो सके. So this is it for today. We will meet again in our next session. So till then, keep studying well and all the very best.